Hey everyone, it's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and yeah, I'm just up kind of late or whatever. I don't know. I can't sleep. I keep falling asleep and catching myself wake up. So you know, I don't know. I feel like we had to put this card back up. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Is that Roman numerals always get me kind of stuck? But of course, this is a tarot card, and I don't know. Something has drawn my eye to the XXI, and I think that's 10 10 1, so 21. So this is 2021. And it's funny because I just did a long video on my channel, American Aborigines Unchained, on YouTube, and I was describing some characteristics of things that have happened in the past on a timeline as to what's going to be happening or what could be happening. Okay. Right now. So like past, present, future, right? So I was speaking about it being 2021 and something else happened, I think, in 1921. But, there was other things that happened on different years or whatever. But I think it was about Titus, and how, again, they were going to go and destroy the walls of Jerusalem. And I tell you guys, when we're talking about Zion, Jerusalem, these things like this, it's usually talking about a paramount, a giant, a female entity, or high priestess or empress or something of that nature, right? Again, you see she has her two wands, but there's something kind of slithering around her. Matter of fact, that kind of looked like a serpent or something, wrapped around her. I mean, it's like a scarf or whatever, but I did a breakdown on the whole thing. But when it comes to this, I'm seeing it's funny, right? Because I was just watching the episode of Lucifer, and it's I don't know exactly what's going on, because my daughter went ahead and skipped up like 2 episodes or whatever, so I kind of just came in on it. But I noticed that he had been put into the desert, right? So all day since I did that video, I've been thinking like, what could we be talking about the walls, right? So I already broke down what we talking about. I feel when we're talking about the world card and how this empress, okay, would be in a certain position. She's kind of protected, but she's also being watched. But again, it takes me back to the verse when it says that about the 4 angels were surrounding, right? Because again, I feel the sense of I don't know. I don't know. I feel something. Like I feel like the video I did right before this, I was talking about, something about like not watching, like I don't feel that presence anymore. But it's kind of like, it's kind of like something wants me to let my guard down as if nothing is going on. Again, like I said, but when it gets silent, I'm paying attention a little bit even more. But it was funny that in that episode, somebody had kidnapped him and put him in the desert, right? And so I'm thinking like, wow, that's kind of, tripped out or whatever. But then I had to think about the fact that I feel like, I don't know, I said something happened in Mexico too, right? On that timeline or whatever, we read through it. I can't remember right off the top of the head. But the matter of fact, maybe I didn't even speak. I think I just think I mentioned the fact that, there was something about Mexico, and Mexico just keep on popping up, right? So I don't know. I feel like, ooh, I just feel like, I do feel like a break in the, again, angelic beings, or, even if we're thinking Los Angeles, we're Lucifer, yeah. And then like thinking about just, I don't know. I know at least two, right? At least, okay, if I have to say that I feel a presence of energies, right? Guides, ancestors, whatnot. I feel like at least two, I feel like have been separated. It's a funny thing. Really funny. Two. And two, in the other two, I just don't know. But again, for instance, I feel like this world card represents a woman, again, like somebody like me. I mean, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. And then even her two wands, remind me of two energies or whatever. Like I said, when we go back to Sumeria and we see the women that have at least like two bundles of wheat or something next to them, or they have two palm trees, or there's two goats or two something. And again, I feel like a part of this is like giving me a mixed thing where like there's something like the clouds even hovering over. Like, I don't know, it just reminds me of like a worldly organization group with these particular that may have sent these particular beings, or which would be some type of beings, again, would be some type of energy or something that would be, I don't know, like what can I say? As beings on this earth, like we are, like certain of us are here for a reason. Certain of us are souls that are old souls, or even old gods. And again, they would be in heavenly places, which would be in elevated statuses in this world, and they would also be us that are in the lower realms, like kind of like as above so below when we talk about the caste system. Like we could be possibly linked with beings that are like in elevated statuses. If you get what I'm saying. I'm just trying to keep it layman's terms. Okay. So again, even twin flames or soulmates, or even just certain bloodlines or different things that make us closer to some of these people than we think. Okay. So yeah, seeing her standing here and the fact that they want to break down the walls, I think that at some point, these energies were acting or as a form of protection or just watching. But again, now there's something that has happened where now somebody or something wants those energies away, so that they can get to her, right? And that's just, I don't know, I'm picking that up right here real big, like especially since it is the first, well, it's the second now. But I think it just feels like something to do with Independence Day. And again, maybe you guys are aware, but I'm, when I go back, in, I think I'm gonna go ahead and look and see, about any kind of feminine energy, any goddesses or anything like that that had something to do with anything around Independence Day. Now, I mean, this is even, I don't know why John Brown and things like that keep popping up to me too, but this is definitely could be, like I said, a masculine, feminine energy. Again, I think that some of the light beings that are on this plane today, may be incarnated or reincarnated as, the opposite sex, or ones that would be carrying more androgynous type of energy, right? So like it would take a female, again, in this particular time to be standing in her full potential and power. And there may be a difference when it comes to certain classes. And again, it depends on what classes they think they put us in now, since everything is supposed to be anew, right? So I feel like the observing is to see where we stand in society. Are you going to be somebody that's going to shut up and be quiet and be good? Or are you going to be somebody that's still going to be bringing some type of mentality? And so, when it comes to me, I just have to speak the truth. I just have to speak what I speak. I try to keep it to the point where, we're just trying to say things on layman's terms. We're just trying to point things out. We're just trying to pay attention without, trying to seem as though I'm trying to. And again, that's just not what I'm doing. I want to bring awareness, but they're going to bring it. They're going to pay attention to some of these worldly beings are going to try to vilify it and turn it into something else. Again, it's just something, y'all. And again, I think that just like sitting here for the past couple of days, taking in downloads, sitting with the ancestors, sitting with the guides, seeking self and source, and that's what I'm saying, just seeking your higher self or just ascending, in a sense, right? Or, trying to get in touch with that outer realm, to see. And again, it is because also that I feel like there is some interruption in some of the energies, like I said, that have been around. And that's just it. Like, I know that many people won't understand what I'm saying, but, I'm trying to get it so that, some of you, again, that are in the biblical text, and maybe I'll come back in a second. Like I said, I'm going to look and see what has happened with women of history around this time. I think I'm going to look at deaths or something like that, because you can look up deaths like that happen on the first and the second or whatever. But there has to be more stuff that happened around this time, because there was battles being set up. There was all kind of things being set up. And what I'm saying is it could be also breaking a barrier, right? Trying to break down the walls of protection that would be spiritual, because I feel a heavy presence of spiritual beings and ancestors and things around. So what I think is that they could use tools to try and alleviate or, break through some of those barriers, even with our behavior. Like, because I noticed lately, I guess my energy has had me in a mode where, it feels as though, there's like something that's saying, okay, just chill right now. But then like in a higher realm, like even like I said, could it be, these energies? But then the ancestors are like, don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Sources like, I put you here for a reason, and keep doing what you're doing. You protect it. So again, something wants to tear down. And again, a lot we've been saying, we're protected, we're protected. So again, something wants to penetrate that wall of protection. Okay. And again, that wall of protection for me has been, trying to use my platform in a different light, not so harsh as I used to, when it comes to pointing the finger at certain corporations, industries, governing forces, and things like that. I've kind of turned it, and again, it's just something that happened because of the current events or whatever. That I felt like it was other stuff that we were, focusing on and pointing out. But, definitely. Also, like I told you guys about, like those military vehicles and stuff that I saw coming through the town. It's just, I don't know. There's something. So again, paying attention to, I guess it's going to have me paying attention more about what they're talking about is happening over in so-called Israel. When again, spiritually, whatever's going on over there, that's where you see the big bangs and the explosions and all that stuff. But really, low key, the spiritual warfare is happening over here with the original beings. Okay? So again, if we could look at it that way. Excuse me. You see what I'm saying? So again, low key. And low key. And again, the whole thing about this building collapsing in Florida, and then now another building collapsing, I think in New York or something. These buildings, see, and again, we're talking about breaking down walls, right? Who's in those buildings? Why am I feeling an interruption in my energy or in the energies that have been brought here that I feel have been here to watch over? It's strange. It's very strange, because I feel like at this point in time, regardless of what they've been doing, there's been hella energy. Like things I can't even speak on this channel because it's going to make it look some kind of way. And again, I don't want to speak too deep because again, I don't know how far it is or how deep it could be that they, meaning the people that don't want us protected. Okay. I don't know what they know, and I don't know what source is showing me, right? So that's why, I have to be careful at this time. I don't want any kind of, energy. Like even when I think about Asmodeus, is that demon that likes to break up relationships, whether we're talking about companionship, ancestors or whatever, coming to help and guide. I don't know if this is talking about like angelic beings, things like this, but or just unions. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to soul siblings and things like that. So I feel as though there is something else dark, and I'm not talking about Satan or Lucifer. Something else. And I think that that's just what I'm thinking about right now. And again, it's a sense of like, even with my posts and stuff, like even this is like remind me of the four winds or the four corners of the earth. But I feel like something is happening. Okay, I feel like out of the two energies that I feel have been removed, or they will want removed the most, right? I feel like something has something to do with the north, something. And I don't even know if I want to say North Node, because I don't even know exactly but that's just what just came to my mind, because I think someone mentioned that either today or yesterday, that I was watching on YouTube, and I was wondering, what is that? Because then it reminded me of like, even like the son of the North or whatever. I don't know. Okay. And then, like I said, also something to do with Mexico. I don't know. It's just that these are just like the downloads and the things that have like crossed my vision as of lately, as of within the last 48 and 24 hours. So again, I'm just, I'm sitting back, it's a cause of concern for me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really fear, what I'm saying? Whatever it is what it is. And I do feel like 100% protected. And I feel like, being up on these things and sources showing me some of these things to let me know, to let them know that we know. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. So, um, that's what it is. And I think that, like, in my eyes, I'm thinking, like, try it if you want to. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm, at this point, I was tired, but I'm not tired. You see what I'm saying? So again, the lion is also making me think about Leo. Like anytime I see like a tarot deck, or when I think about like even um, some things like that, I just think about when I see the lion. I don't know. It usually makes me, or when we talk about Leo, I don't know. I always still think about the lion. You know, uh, Lion of Judah, still. And then the ox, possibly even Taurus, and you know, like I said, you have the man and then the eagle, or whatever this would be. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up so far. And it's just like, because I think that at this point in time, there is an energy, okay, a divine feminine energy that is standing in power. And again, this patriarchal society doesn't like that. They know that we are aware. They're hearing what we're saying. They're seeing what And so again, I think this might start the something. So, excuse me. You feel like Fourth of July is the freedom from the British or English or whatever. But it's just like, into what then though? See, because it wasn't just like freedom just came. It wasn't just like it was just like that. So what? So again, it's something else, that energy under the guise of Britain or something, and we're really looking at something else. Something else. It's just this card is just saying so much to me right now. And even like here above the lion, I see like this. I don't know why, for some reason, this thing that's above the lion's head looks like a musical instrument. And then I don't know. The other ones look kind of strange or whatever. And then right above uh, the ox, I don't know, but I kind of feel like I see a serpent down here below the ox, to the right of that cloud. And then there's this wind kind of, this up by the eagle is reminding me of the wind, and also the man though is reminding me of the wind too. Because even this man could be resembling, or is reminding me of an angel, in a sense. Yeah. So again, could this be like even like a Lucifer, you know what I'm saying? Like before the fall, right? Right? Before the fall, when he was the most beautiful, angel or whatever. I don't know. And I wonder, since he's a man and she's a woman, was it the cause of it? You know? Because he's kind of like looking at her and she's kind of you see what I'm saying? Any other way she could have been looking, but she's looking up at him. And her foot is kind of like on the, you know, near the head of the lion. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look a little bit deeper into it. But again, I just wanted, and what is this? There's something going on here. Oh, she's looking here too. What is this? Something there. I mean, it's almost look like a little scene or something or some kind of creature. It almost look like a little scene or something is right there. I'll have to pull up one of these cards. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Look at that. This kind of looks strange too. Like even this does kind of look like a serpent actually if you look at it coming up right here. Again, I don't know, even in her hair and stuff, it's just reminding me of like Eden, even like a garden even. Like she is the earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something very earthly about this whole thing. Oh, even like, I don't know. There's like it just looks like this is a head of like a beak or something. That might be going far, but right here, this definitely looks like something is going on here. I know it's really blurry, but just taking a close. Oh, and even here, kind of looks like something strange. Even like like kind of like a whip or something with the tassels or whatever. Not that I would know what that looked like up close or anything. I'm just saying. Excuse me. And then with the new Delta, I did the video also here. Like, what does this look like to y'all? Because these cards are old. Like these are a lot of heads of something. What is this? This Rider and Waite or whatever it's called deck is like one of the first or whatever. Yeah, so I know somebody probably know a little bit more or something about this, and maybe it'll show a sign of something else. And again, maybe there's some more empresses out there or whatever, or prominent women again within communities of speaking out on certain things that, may be able to shed some more light on this. Someone that even studies the word in a sense, may be able to interpret it a little bit deeper or a little bit further. But definitely I feel like that whole energy is here. Like even, it's like one of my soul siblings did a video the other day and was saying, be careful like on the 4th of July. Don't be doing too much. Sit your butt down. If you got one good friend you're going to go somewhere with, but make sure y'all don't be like in the wrong place at the wrong time. Make sure you just ain't around a lot of people. So again, that was another like sheltering kind of moment too, even though like, I wasn't going to be going nowhere with nobody anyway. Because I don't celebrate those days, but again, I just feel something. And I don't know, there has been something about me feeling a stagnated something on July coming. Almost like slowing down something, like wanting to slow down time in a sense. Because for somebody it's a big celebration, but for other people it was not as joyous, and they don't know that. And I think a lot of people ignorantly celebrate the day, not really looking a little bit deeper into it. But again, to each his own. I ain't knocking nobody that do. I'm just saying. Oh, I did a video a long time ago. That was one of the most popular videos. No one was freed on the 4th of July. Okay. And I think I spelled it Jew, Again, it's been a long time. I don't usually go back and watch my videos ever. So, but I know it should be on here. And I think that's how it's spelled. I think I did Jewlie, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's definitely something. Definitely, I feel something. And again, it's just like, don't pay attention to that right now. But it's like, no, you need to speak. Just keep speaking your truth, however it is. And again, I'm I'm just a messenger to a certain extent. And I won't even say that. Like, it's just a message. Like, this is a messenger moment, because I feel like some of us are handling a lot of different um, tasks or chores on this plane. Like, we just have like this all seeing kind of thing or whatever. Right. And again, like, senses and stuff, yes, have been heightened. So I'm just paying, for a long time I had not been able to find anybody, but I'm finding a lot of intuitive women that I really am thankful for, along with the ancestors and guides, and the Most High and Source, and those that are in Christ consciousness, those that ain't just taking whatever it is, that are really doing their due diligence and seeking and searching, so and sharing, even those that do research on these type of days and things like that. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. And we need to realize that, so we can stand in our full power. Again, even me, I have to remind myself all the time, because it can be tiresome. It can be very tiring. And I have been feeling like a sense of a energy that has been drained. At the same time, I've been chilling. I feel like the ancestors like, chill, we got this from right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you told us, we got the word chill for a second, because we got this, but then at the end of the day, you know, and I think that the guides and the angels, and again, I'm saying, however you want to look at it, right? I feel like the angelic beings, or that presence, again, because everybody's different. Some people don't believe that people will entertain these people, but again, Enoch walked with God. I believe Adam and Eve too were walking with God, in the sense of him being in their temple, in their mind. While he was walking through all this stuff, he was dealing with them directly. I know this. So, a lot, I have been, and I won't say a lot of people, I have been shown many things. And we don't have to get specific about them, but I have been shown many things. And again, it's about deciphering things that Source wants to keep between what he's doing and then, other things, because some people won't understand it. Never. It's not for them to hear it or whatever. It's for the people that it actually happened to. And so, I think that that's what's going on right now. And again, just unexpected. And I think somebody like me that challenged the whole structure, and industry, and the merchants, and big pharma, and entertainment industry, and things like this, and media, social media, and mainstream media. It's but there was a reason for doing that. And there's other people that have done these things too. So it's just like we're kind of like soldiers in a sense. But again, there's only so much you can do, because with algorithms and things like that, and people that have control over certain things, you at this point you won't get too far. And I think they're going to be trying to really limit a lot more things too these days, because they like the silence of everybody acting like everything is fine, peachy keen. So it kind of feels like they live all over again. But anyways, I just wanted to do that video. Tell me if you have some kind of insight. I was just felt like going off of my senses and just speaking on certain things. But yes, definitely, I feel something strange. I feel something real strange. Because I feel like even the ancestors and guides have been saying, like, there's something coming, there's something humming, something in abundance, right? But then also I'm now seeing a female energy. Now that female energy, I feel like, has been here. I think it's someone, again, that is very powerful. And again, they're in this realm, but they're in an elevated status. And I think that that's what's actually penetrating or trying to break its way in, now that maybe the walls are loosened up. And again, I don't know. I just see it. I don't even know if I see maybe like an androgynous being, I don't know. I see like a spiteful, um, being. Uh, I don't know, a not so fairy godmother. See, like maybe a evil, like the godmother or stepmother off of Cinderella in a sense. Um, and yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what else I see. I'm gonna go in here and sit down for a minute, and I think I'm gonna try to just uh, trying to go back into the scripture to see what this might, because again we're talking about Jerusalem being overtaken and the walls being torn down. Again, I did that video earlier on the channel, and I might even put it up. Yeah, I did it on the channel or whatever. I might have put it on something else too, but I see something here, and it's a heavy something, and it's sneaky. It's very sneaky. It's very like it's been behind the scenes, just waiting to devour. Oh, even like okay, so get because I was just thinking the sun. I mean, with the stars above the head and then the moon at the feet, right? But I was like, no, we don't see nothing with the moon or whatever down here at the foot. But, it kind of is giving me that instance of that was waiting to, as soon as it was going to give birth, was waiting to devour, right? Was waiting to devour. And then also, like, I feel like even like some kind of soul connection. And this person doesn't like it. This energy, this female energy or androgynous energy. It could be a male too. I'm just saying, this is just what I'm sensing top off, just doing a freestyle, right? And I just think that the energy has been waiting. It's been there and it feels like, let me tell you this. Okay, it feels like it's been there far away, just pissed, but it's just getting closer and closer and closer. And so now the breakaway is happening. So as soon as it's all the walls of protection, let's just say if this is just like a general protective force field waiting so that it can, the red dragon almost. And even maybe this looks like a dragon, actually, if you think about it. And you see she's bare, naked or whatever, been exposed, bare breasted. Okay. Matter of fact, and I think I didn't do anything. I did the video on Ezekiel's will, in the biblical text. I mean Ezekiel's will versus the will in the tarot deck. But I didn't do. But I think these same creatures, I think, are on that card, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's these same creatures that's on that card. So yeah, maybe I will have to go back and look at one of my videos for the first time today to see what I was saying there, because it's like a year or something. It's older. And even, I'm getting that whole thing about just like with all the stuff in her hair. You see what I'm saying? Like somebody like with them having to do something with the mind, dude. Dude, I'm telling you. Because it is like something is kind of like trying to push me out of character. Like, how like you're ascending or you're on your way to the kingdom. See, in a sense, when we're talking about a mental heaven, possibly. And something wants to jab and poke or bring some kind of argumentative, like a something between two females even, right? Like it wants to bring it in so that it can make me react. Listen, y'all think I'm playing with y'all. This is all kind of stuff like I see cross up and down. Like it's just this way of seeing. And it's just getting more heightened and more heightened. And I think because whatever it is getting closer and closer. So again, is this instance of move. But then there's an instance also of me saying, I'm on my 10 motherfucking toes. I wish you would. You see? And I guess that's not a good analogy to use, but really it could be what it is. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. And because I think this energy is like, who does this person think that they are? I'm done with this. This has been messing. And it feel like even it has something to do with like money or like chaos that was brought on that they just can't get over it. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do this, you know. It's kind of like a bold move or something that's trying to be done. Weird. But that energy, a female, like a battle, something. This is the female energy that I feel is picking up. And again, I feel like we're going to be, we're going to be able to see it in the heavens. And again, are we talking about in an elevated status? Do you see what I'm saying? Because low key, as above, so below. Whatever they're saying in headlines usually has a dual meaning. It's allegorical or symbolic or something for something else. Like if I was y'all, I would take, when I see a headline, I would take it and I would look it up in etymology and just study just those words grouped together. I'm telling you. And again, I feel like at this point, yes, it's a risk. Everything I do and say is a risk. But I feel like there is, I do. I feel like there's a sense of a living God or even, but again, if this God would be in the living, it could put them at risk. It's almost like, oh my goodness, y'all, this is deep. In certain vessels, right? Because at this point, even in the show, Lucifer, I think, the God had to come back for the mother of heaven, the mother of all the angels or whatever. He came back, and I think that's when I stopped watching and they moved on without me. But that's kind of strange. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if he went back, how he went. I don't know how the whole thing happened. But he was not in his original form. He was in another male's, vessel or whatever. I know we're talking about television or whatever, but again, it's always showing you something. They give you a slight false perception of something, but it's always showing some parts of it. Just like I'm telling you, that energy we're going to be able to see it. It's something that's going to be happening. Pay attention to viral things and headlines. So they looking at me. I'm about to be looking at them. We about to be looking at them. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to any kind of drama, any kind of thing, anything that goes like viral, like in the next couple of days. It's like a challenging kind of energy that maybe it hasn't been somewhat of a fair fight before, but now since some of us are getting these mega downloads and all of this information and all of these things, these transformations and things going on, I think that they're like, okay, it might be somewhat of a fair fight now. I'm ready. So, oh, and Nina Simone, not Strange Fruit, but they said a verse from a song in there. And I'm going to have to rewind this whole episode because I kept dozing in and off or whatever. And I don't like to keep my television on, while I sleep. I don't even barely watch it. It's certain shows and things that I watch because it's feeding, right? It's showing. I can see, I'm not looking at it for entertainment purposes at all. I'm looking at it because nah. There's too many things in here. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be back. I just wanted to do that little video real quick. Turned into somewhat of a rant. Excuse me. But yeah, I do feel like, I feel it. I've been feeling it. And I think that's why the ancestors have me say, chill, sit here for a couple of days. just to get yourself charged up, because it's coming. And I don't know, I see like shut down, shut out, lockdown. These kind of terms is popping into my head. So again, maybe somebody knows of some news or something that's been going around that I haven't been paying attention to, that could probably drop something, in the comments down below if this resonates with you at all or in any way. Maybe you even can throw a scripture or something in that we may be talking about, because then we're talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the main thing, what I feel like has something to do with this energy. Yeah, so I will see you guys. I mean, even we're looking at this, the ribbons almost just look like X's too. And this one looked like it's being like gnawed, like it's deteriorating here. And this is what I'm saying. This energy feels like something from above. I keep seeing it's like hovering over like a wicked witch almost. And here, this is definitely like a wing of something, dude. Right here. And this is like a bird, a duck face, a beak or something. It look like the beak. I know I don't have a mouse. And it kind of look like a baby bird almost on top of the head of on like this. I don't know. It just looks like something here. Yeah. All right, let's stop there. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to, again, if you like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and join us in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained for more information, past, present, and future, not just from me, but from many others. Yeah, take care. Oh, one more thing. Divine. I'm seeing, even when I'm looking at this again as I scoped out, it's reminding me of like a divine connection or something, especially between this person right here on the left. And then it maybe even has something to do with what she's looking at right here, that's on this platform right here. You see? But she's still looking in that direction, and he's looking kind of like down. You see his eyes are not all the way open. His eyes are not open. They're down. They're like kind of closed, or he's like looking down at her. That is strange. Just looking at his hair. That is really strange. But this whole thing about it being card 21, come on, man. Come on, man. This is tripping me out a little bit. The world, and you remember when we were doing that video, and we were looking at wall, and it was spelled we all. You see that? I guess its earliest form or stage, it was we all. We all. These things right here, these green things, I'm pretty sure they represent groups of people or some kind of people or something. Because again, I do feel like at this time, like I said, there's a separation of something, but also I do feel like I told you guys in that one video, it feels like now, whatever this energy is, or maybe it's even Source stepping in at this time, it feels like they let me have my friends back. Because for my Facebook feed was stale. You hear me? But I told you, even though it seems like action is back, and again, I don't spend that much time on there anymore at all, everybody is changed. It's different. Because we live in a day and age where social media is something. And I know people move on to do, but everybody at the same, I'm telling you, I have thousands of friends and a group. You see what I'm saying? With thousands of people in it. It has not been the same. And now, at the same time, within the same week, after a couple months without no movement, I'm thinking, why is everybody just not talking? I just felt like the whole world was at a pause, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it just was weird. And that's not even to put myself like, oh, anything, but it does. It fits in with that narrative of um, a, like an island, like isolating someone. Oh, it's weird. And then maybe you guys have felt that way too, in a sense, because it went from really negative. Like I would see like stuff that would make me feel like I want to self reflect or whatever, or stuff that seemed like it was like insulting. I'm like, my feed, the algorithm is kind of off. This ain't what I'm used to. And it made me just not even want to go on there anymore. And then I started to get back on a little bit. Everything was still going on, popping. Everybody still talking, sharing information, because we talk about all kind of stuff. I don't deal with, what I'm saying. Most people that I deal with, we was posting stuff. And then now, I kind of seeing people change to a more positive light, right? Which is a good thing. And then, like I said, I seen where it just seemed like they were frozen. If they weren't frozen in general, they were frozen to me, because I wasn't getting any new stuff. It was just old, stale, and dry for a couple months. And like I said, a couple weeks ago, it seemed like the page just started to come back to life, like flourishing, like spring on damn Facebook or something again. But it's still, the content is not the same. Even people that used to do small videos or do videos, no more. And I just know that it's a bigger picture. And I feel like, and I don't think that this means that none of these people, that some of these people hate me, or don't like me, or, what I'm saying? I just feel like it's something that it's a trial or a test or something, or it's supposed to be showing something. And maybe I just pay attention to too much stuff, Maybe there is something that, again, but there's a binding thing where nobody's supposed to say anything really. I have to figure out on my own. Like sometimes I feel like that's what this is. I'm telling you, some kind of game show or hidden camera or something. Like I'm being punked or something, y'all. I promise you, that's what it feels like. But it keep me on my toes though. So I don't know. Again, I share my story on here. It's more like a vlog, learning. I mean, I don't like to use that term. I seek, I see, and I share. That's all it is. That's all it is. And again, with so many things changing, the information is going to start changing. It's going to be different. You might be taken aback a little bit, but again, something is going to resonate. If you're going through a spiritual journey as well, because we're all at different levels, right? We all even have different positions, I feel, in the kingdom to a certain extent. So, there's some people that's going to know. You might say something, they say, oh, that's John, whatever. You see? So we are at different things. Somebody might say, I felt the wind blowing today and I seen this, or I seen this particular animal or something. We're all tapped in to a certain degree. So again, it's reaching out to, others, to connect is all. Because for a very long time, it felt like nobody could understand, not even a little bit. But I had to go back. I had to go to a more intuitive crowd. And it seemed like, I don't know, it was just a thing. I don't know how it kind of breezed my way, where I started to see women that were like tapping into something else. And I'm thinking, hey, this kind of sound like the same thing a little bit. I know they're talking about something different, and they do what they do, and they do it amazing. Just like I do what I do, and I do it, amazing, or whatever I feel. Putting it all together helps. It helps. It can be something totally different, but it helps. Or something slightly similar, it helps. So, yeah, nothing else to talk about here. I'm going to head and get off of here now. But again, gratitude and grand rising. I appreciate anybody that's taking the time out to listen to anything. And I would just hope that it would just help anybody, at any time, now or in the future. So again, bye.